Tell me what you are most excited about in this trip.
Cheesy sausage.
She's been talking about it non-stop.
Cue the romance.
We just went through security and it was like the easiest travel.
Walk through pretty much.
Yeah. Tell me what you are most excited about in this trip.
Cheesy sausage.
She's been talking about it non-stop. It better live up to our expectations. I'm really excited.
You'll learn from me very quickly that my favorite kind of food is any type of meat with bread and sauce. So,
And
mustard.
cheese?
Well, you might as well add cheese if cheese is an option.
We are very confused. Hopefully we are in the right train. I don't think we are. I think we're gonna have to get out and then go on another one because we'll figure it out. Now off to the next train. We made it after a lot of confusion, and now we're gonna go eat sausages.
Okay, we're new. Sorry. Can I have one of the crust and one curry?
Yeah,
We're new here. We got two things I've been waiting for a very long time. Currywurst, so it's sausage with curry sauce and curry powder, and Käsekraner, which is sausage stuffed with cheese oozing out, and a roll of bread each.
it smells amazing. This place came highly recommended. You'd never think to stop by. We actually were confused how close it was to the train station.
So these sausage stands in Vienna, you don't get this kind of stuff in a restaurant for the most part. I think the best ones you get in the stands over the city.
Like this one.
Dip a piece of bread in sauce. I'm actually going to try the curry first. It's really good. The curry's not too strong either. I wish the sauce was a bit hotter, but you can tell the sausage is good. There's no like gristly bits to it. One more and then I'll go on to the cheese. Try without the ketchup first.
Was it everything you've been hoping
Cue
for?
the romance. Oh my god, that's everything and more than I was expecting. I'm gonna try one more with the cheese, with the ketchup, and then it's your turn. So my favorite hot dog growing up was a cheese stuffed hot dog, so here's the grown up version.
Gonna have a piece of bread. Alright, I'm gonna go for the cheese one first. I have not stopped hearing about it from Olivia for the past like 2 weeks. What kind of cheese is this? Emmental cheese is so good. Very good. And the sausage is so crunchy on the outside. I wasn't expecting that. Sometimes it's like very chewy. We finished our delicious sausages and now we're gonna go check into the Airbnb so we can have a little less weight on us, so we can freely move around and truly explore the city and definitely have more cheesy sausages.
Oh my god, I'm ready for another one right now.
Yeah. That was a light lunch. So we'll have a lot of room later on.
I'm ready for apple strudel.
Ooh, yeah. All right. I guess next we find a cafe and
Have a coffee and apple strudel.
yeah. I'm really impressed with the selection of fruit and just like all the produce that they have here, along with like other cooking things. And it's very multicultural, which surprised us both. Weren't expecting that, but it's cool. We're here. We're checking in a bit early. Hopefully it's okay. Hey, cute. Coming in, let me show you. Okay, can we just say how awesome this humongous TV is for this studio apartment? That is probably 65 inch to 70 inch. I know what I'm doing tonight.
Well, I know what I'm doing tonight, considering we have our own comforter. I will be sleeping on my half of the bed with my comforter. Now I say we go get coffee and apple strudel.
I approve that decision. I'll be right there. So we just walked through the palace and the courtyard, and it's just a complex of buildings that are all behind me. It's actually the Republic of Austria Parliament, and this palace, the Hofburg Palace, was built on the 13th century, and actually all the way up to 1940s. The president of Austria used to live and work in the palace, but after that point, they removed him. This is more of a monument. We don't want you here. But just kidding. I don't think that's what happened. But for the preservation, the architecture and the buildings are just so grand. A lot of gold and bronze.
This is the first place, like the first country in a long time, that I've been shy to pronounce the words to order, so I've just pointed to things.
We keep using Google to try to learn how to pronounce the words, and it's really difficult. Maybe it's the lack of sleep. Tomorrow will be better. We'll be using more of the local words. So I got this very special coffee, which is basically the original Sacher Hotel cafe roast with vanilla bourbon ice cream and whipped cream. And you can see over here they have their signature Sacher seal of approval. So Sacher Hotel is a very traditional sweet that we'll be having very shortly, and it originated at this very place.
I went simple and had an espresso with whipped cream, and ours are very different in size, so I'll be having some of hers too. And I love the style. Oh, the cream has no sugar. It's nice.
Has sugar?
No. No sweetener, it's literally pure cream.
Gotta get a little bit of everything. Oh, that bourbon vanilla ice cream, So good. The whipped cream's delicious too. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. All right, the cake just came. It smells so chocolatey. Very good. A little intensely sweet. Yeah, it has this like weird. Oh, there's orange. I'm tasting the orange. I didn't know that. I was kind of going in blind. Very chocolatey, a little orange, very spongy, but like very moist, so it's like nice. Nice little chocolate crust on top. Tell me what you think. Right?
It's like a punch.
Yeah.
Of sweet. The flavor is really good. It's just, I think there's probably a syrup all over the sponge.
Yeah, you're right. If you're not expecting it, it's like a burst of flavors in your mouth, but it's very good. And we'll tell you the story in a little bit. Very cool ambience. They claim to be the best salsa torta, but I would want to try a few more places to see how it is. Definitely the cake was the best part. I wasn't impressed by the chocolate. I had high expectations because of the history of it and how this place is the original place to have it. There was actually a bit of a fight between the inventors of the torte and the hotel years ago, but they settled it in court.
So we have found the Mozart statue that we've been looking for. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart was his full name. He was born in Salzburg and he later moved to Vienna later in his life, but he started composing at the age of 5 on the violin and the piano. He died in his 30s, unfortunately, and which is crazy to think. I wonder what other music we would have had from him if he lived longer. He actually died here in Austria while he was living here, and the cause of his death is mythologized, so no one really knows the cause of his death. And reading online, there isn't really any big idea of what it could have been, so that's interesting. And especially for such a young age, I wonder what it could have been. I think he was one of the greatest composers of all time, as many of us probably know of Mozart more than any other composer, and he influenced other composers such as Beethoven.